everybody. I'm back. This time I couldn't talk to y'all about choosing your words carefully. That's what I couldn't talk to you about. And what brought this about is I've noticed, again, all these things, all of this is things that I've noticed, and you should be aware of them, I would say, but you know, maybe some of us isn't. Oh crap, I didn't get my nails did. That one lifting up. I get them there Saturday. So anyway, this is what it's about. Have you ever been in, and I'm almost certain most of us has, and that's what caused me, excuse me, to start doing this. Have you ever been in a situation where you're so certain of something, like you would put your last check on it, like you're in your mind, you're 100% certain of this, and you go in and you start going off on a person and start saying this and saying that, or whatever the case may be, and I mean, you're not letting up. You're not letting up. Only to, after you done did all of this, cussing them out, fussing the person out, going all off, done said a whole bunch of hateful stuff, only to been I did all that and find out after the fact, even when everybody was trying to stop you, that you was wrong. You was wrong. Now you gotta kind of backtrack. Now you got to start in with all the I'm sorry's and stuff like that. I'm sorry, and oh, people make mistakes, and true, people do make mistakes, but some shouldn't be made. Some mistakes shouldn't be made, and they wouldn't be made if we would take time out to just, even though we're frustrated, we're upset, we're even mad, but if we would just take time, pause, get control of ourselves, and look at ourselves for a second and think, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, so I'm gonna wait, because right now I just feel it in my bone. You could be feeling anger in your bones. You could be feeling frustration in your bones. But you're basically done convinced yourself that it's none of those things that you're feeling. What you're feeling is you're right. And some people are so hung up on being right, so you would ruin friendships. You would ruin relationships. You would lose your job. You would do all of this stuff on what you thought you knew, and you wrong all the time. You wrong. And let me tell y'all something about my family. Just to, cause y'all don't know them, but I'm gonna give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Give you a little demonstration of what I'm talking about. This happened in my family, and it's kind of funny. This happened in my family. One of my family members was convinced, and actually they convinced themselves of it, that something had taken place, and they decided to basically go in on another person. And I mean, when they was going in, they wasn't letting up. And so, like, even I got involved in and talked to one of my family members. I can see that you feel this strongly. I can see this. I can see that you believe this is what it is. That I can see. But have you ever stopped and thought, maybe I'm wrong? Because once you open this door and you start saying all these hateful words to people, you can't backtrack later. If it's found out that you're wrong, you can't backtrack later and go to saying I'm sorry, because people, you don't hurt people now. You done hurt people. I get the fact that you're hurting because you feel strongly about this. But if you're wrong about it, you can't come back and say, I'm sorry. Because once those words done been spoken, they're out there. They're out there. It's like shooting a gun and then you realize that, oh, that's wrong. I didn't even shoot that bullet. And you run and try to go catch the bullet. You ain't finna catch no bullet. You ain't finna do it. It's gone now. And wherever it land, however it hit, and whoever it hurt, it's done. And that's what I try to get one of my family members to see. And here's the crazy part. After hours, say about 2-3 hours of this going on, and they wouldn't listen. It was instead of saying, instead of just talking, just talk, just saying whatever come up came out, because they was like, I know this and I know that, and just going. Only for me to then get another family member, because I went to talking to the person. I was like, well, now that I think about it, I think you did it. No, I didn't do it. They were just going on, I know this and I know that. And they were just, they wouldn't stop. So I got another family member involved. And then that family member talked to the person. And they was like, yes you did. You did that. Didn't nobody else do that but you. Now they done forgot that they did it. But my other family member was like, didn't nobody else do that but you. And then they walked it all the way down. Because you remember, you did this right here and you did that right there, because you actually gave, it wasn't over money, but to get the person to remember. You remember, you gave so-and-so some money to go and do this right here because you didn't have enough of this over here. You remember that? And then, which is another family member. That other family member also gave the same person some money to go and do this because they had forgot such and such. I'm not trying to put my family business all the way out there. That's why I won't say exactly what it was. But after all of that, then the family member gonna come back and say, well, y'all know I had a concussion. That's how they try to excuse all this bullshit they don't say. Y'all know I had a concussion. I'm looking like, did you know you had a concussion? You have been telling us about it. You knew you had a concussion. And so, what I'm saying is, sometimes, what you think you know, you could be wrong. You could be wrong about that. And then bring it over to the trucking side. This has happened to me. Something minor. I'm gonna give y'all an example of something minor. I go up to a shipper and they be like, what's your pickup number? And I give them my pickup number. Matter of fact, this just happened less than a month ago. Nope, that ain't yours. That's here's the crazy part about it. It was one of those lows of me going, where was it? Hold on, I'm thinking. If it was me going to Ohio. It was either Ohio or Laredo. They done put it in there. Well, this number, it's a low here, and it's under this number, and it does go, let's just say Ohio for example, I can't remember if it was Ohio or Laredo. It does go to Ohio, but you're not the company that's supposed to be picking it up. There was another company, I forgot the company name. Let's just say, for example, JB Hunt. That's a JB Hunt load right there. So I'm like, are you sure? Yep. The load pick up here, the load go there. These the dates and stuff like that. And you would be on time if you was JB Hunt. So they looking at the computer. And so I'm scratching my head. Well, you know what? Hold on. I go back to the truck. And I wrote it down on a piece of paper. But I go back to the truck. Because they done double check themselves. So I need to double check myself. I go back and I look. One number off. One number off. I come back. I said, oh. Let's just say, where it's a 4, it's supposed to be a 3. I said 4, but it's actually a 3. I ain't put it in there. Okay, then, yeah. There you go right there. I had to talk. I didn't argue with the person and stuff like that. And you know, some people, I've noticed that I can see numbers and I call the numbers out. Well, I can see the numbers, and in my mind, I'm saying it in my head, and I'm writing down something totally different. Because, and I've noticed that that's kind of common with a lot of drivers. Because if you're not a driver, if you ever become a driver, you'll understand it. If you're a driver, you probably get it. We have so many numbers that we'll remember. It's so many numbers. You got your truck number, your trailer number. Some places need your tag number, your driver license number. They need your pickup number or your drop number. Then you got to remember your BOL number and do that BOL number match the number that's on the paper. Then you got your seal number and stuff. And me, I'm being a driver that do a lot of dropping, hooking and stuff. So I got all these different trailer numbers in my brain. Then I'm trying to remember this and remember that. We even have ST numbers. Our numbers start with ST. So I'm writing stuff down. Got this number in my head. I got that number in my head. I got the number for the fuel. I got my mileage number in there for the fuel. It's a lot of numbers. A lot of numbers. And they just start running on together. And I'll be writing something down. And I may think about my mileage. And I'm supposed to be writing my pickup number down. And I'm remembering the last numbers to my mileage. And I just insert the last 3 numbers to my mileage. Or put one of those numbers, because the pickup number is kind of, in a sense, reminding me of the last numbers that I remember or I wrote down or whatever the case may be. So it can happen, and some drivers pick up on the fact that that they do that, and some drivers don't pick up. I'm one of the drivers who recognize, yeah, I can look at a number and write the wrong number down. I can do that, but the point of what I'm saying is this right here. Even if you're right right now, you're gonna be right 30 minutes from now. So just take a moment and think about what it is you're doing, what it is you're about to say. In a sense, kind of, I always say question everything, question yourself too. Just think about it for a second, because you don't want to snap off at someone only to find out 30 minutes later you was wrong. Because friendships done been ended over that. Relationships done been ended over that. Family members have stopped speaking to each other because of that. So just pause for a second. It's the only thing I'm asking y'all to do. No matter what it is you're doing in life, pause for a second. And I understand, which that's one of my videos, I understand questioning that person. Question yourself too. Take a moment, because it don't matter if it's right now or a day from now. If you're right, you're gonna be right. Can't nobody take that from you. You're gonna be right. So just pause for a second. And that's how I try to go through life. Like, even if I sense, other than like when I was telling y'all about my debit cards, even if I sense that, I ain't gonna say sense, but if I be like, man, where my debit card at? Where my debit card? The actual card is missing, and because that had happened to me. Usually when I go home, because I get comfortable at home, I'll be like, where my card at? I'm not gonna just start accusing my family members of stealing. I'm gonna take a second and I'm thinking about it. I have, what was that? It was my whole damn wallet. It's in my jacket pocket. My whole wallet. This is my wallet. This is my new wallet with my driver's license on the front. Y'all can't see them. My driver's license on the front. My whole wallet had went missing. It just grew legs and walked away. It was just gone. And so when I first asked, I was in my truck, I was at home, at my mom's house, and I was like, where my wallet at? And then my brother was like, no, we was finna go to the store. And I was like, where my wallet at? And he was like, it's in the house or it's in the truck, so I don't want to look in the truck. No, it had to be in the house or in the car. So, because we had come from Hattiesburg, and I had my wallet. I didn't go back to the truck, and it had to be between the car and the house, or somewhere in between there. And so my brother was like, it was in the house or it was in the car. So first I wasn't even worried about it because I'm a klutz, and so I just sometimes lay things down, especially when I'm comfortable, I'm at home. And so my brother went out there and looked for it. He went and looked in the car and was looking in the house. We done moved the furniture because they was gonna have pizza that night, and I was gonna order pizza, and I was like, crap, I don't know where my wallet at. So we lift up all the pillows and stuff like that. My mama, she out on the floor. We looking up under the couches and stuff like that. Then pull the couches out. And for like the first 10-15 minutes, it wasn't even bothering me. So then, it wasn't bothering me that we couldn't get pizza. And we still end up eating pizza. But my wallet was on my mind. So after about an hour, we left and we went up to the store, the last store we stopped at. So the guy was like, no one said anything about a wallet, no one's turned one in. So I'm like, man, somebody probably got my wallet. I probably left it laying on the counter or whatever. It's not something I normally do inside stores because I keep it in my hand, and when I'm done with it, I put it in my pocket. So then I said, oh, Mom, I heard something fall because I was driving. I heard something fall. Maybe that was what had failed when we was getting out the car. And so went back out. I'm driving, so we look on the driver's side and stuff. Then my brother, he looking out up under the seat. So now, somewhat of panic has started to set in on me because I'm thinking about my medical car. I'm thinking about my fuel car. I'm leaving out the next day. I need to get fuel. I'm thinking about my driver license. I can't even drive. I don't have no driver license. You know, I'm thinking about things like that. I'm like, oh, fuck. I don't know where my wallet is. So that night, I actually went to sleep because I'm the type, if I get upset or worried about something, I go to sleep. I went to sleep. My mom knew I was stressing over it and stuff like that. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna even be able to leave out because I ain't got no fuel card, I ain't got no driver license, I ain't got no medical card, I ain't got no social security card, I ain't got nothing, I ain't got no debit card, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. So I laid there, I went to sleep. So the next morning, my mom, my auntie was there. They knew I was worried about it. I think my mom could see it on my face. I never accused one of my family members of taking from me. I never did that. But I'm stressing over it, and I'm trying to play things over in my head. When was the last time that I saw my wallet? So I can go back to that point. Because my brother was all out there in the yard with a flashlight looking for it. And so the next morning, my mom and my auntie, because my mom was like, my wallet got to be in that car. So the next morning she went out there, she looked up on the car and all around because she remembered me hearing something knock. But I guess my brother probably was nervous, and then I'm kind of worrying about it. He didn't see it, and I didn't see it either. But my mama went out there with a calm head, and she looked. I don't know how the wallet ended up over there. I'm the one that's driving. So when you go to get out, I thought I had everything in my hand, and I heard something fall. And so when I looked back, I didn't see it. And so it's a console right there. So I go on and get out the car and stuff like that. My mama go out there, not on the driver's side of the console, but on the passenger side of it, down in between the seats. That was my wallet. That was my wallet. So when my mom brought it to me, I was so happy when she brought it to me and stuff. And mainly because I can make money. I can go to work and stuff like that. But I was so happy. But I didn't start going off. I didn't start cussing people out. And I know they could tell that I was worried about it, but I didn't want to, like, I don't know what I'm saying. I didn't want to be snapping at nobody and going off on nobody. I'm stressed out. And which my mama know once I get kind of quiet, sitting over in a corner, I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure it out and stuff like that. So she already know. Don't be asking me a whole bunch of questions, especially the questions I already don't answer. Don't be asking me that. And so let me think. And let me go to sleep, calm down and stuff like that. So, but yeah, she ended up finding it for me and stuff. Thank you, Mama. So, but yeah, y'all, that's the only thing I wanted to say about that. You know, take a moment. Just take a moment, even if you have to question yourself. Just take a moment, because once certain things has been spoken, it's out there. Once it's been said, it's said. You can't take it back. So acknowledge the fact that you could be wrong. You could be wrong on some things. And if I would have went to accusing family members of stealing from me and stuff like that, only to realize that I didn't look in the car hard enough. I heard something fall, and my wallet was actually in the car, and that's what I heard fall. And then it got over, because matter of fact, my brother went to town, and when my brother pulled back up, I think that's how it was. I can't remember, but anyway, I wasn't accusing my family members of taking things from me. And then I found the wallet later, or when my mama found the wallet later. Now, I can't take back what I said. Y'all get what I'm saying? So y'all think about that. Even when you're dealing with shippers and receivers, and some of them people can be some assholes, I'll be the first one to see it. And sometimes you just gotta walk away from them, though. Don't even waste your time arguing with them, because some of them people crazy. So I'm about to get off of here. That's 21 minutes, 21 seconds. So I'm about to get off of here. I might come back and do another video. I really just ain't got nothing but time to kill right about now. So I'm gonna end that right here. All right, y'all. All right, bye.